Compliance and accreditation is the fifth pillar, but arguably one of the most important. There's been this historical battleground between parks and trade for many years, but simplistically, it boils down to exactly the same issue. We have a multi-tiered regulatory system, which unfortunately, particularly at the low end, is not enforced on the ground. And so governments have a responsibility to act as the policeman, and we can act as a watchdog and feed information, but the process from enforcement and a resource issue has made it difficult for industry to particularly compete when there are lower standards being pushed into the marketplace, which are not at the same level that industry is required to participate at. That's something that's very important to a lot of industry businesses. It's very important to us as a national body, and it's one that we advocate very strongly for to ensure that the standards by which industry have to operate and are there for the protection of not only industry but also the consumers and the environment. One of the great things that came out of the merger of CRVA and RVMA was they've both been in compliance programs for many years. CRVA used to run a compliance program for caravan park operators under a general tourism brand, and we had RVMA operating a manufactured product compliance program through RVMAP. The ability to rebrand both of those under a common key that the consumers recognise and genuinely in time will change their purchasing habits, and linking the dots to suppliers, to dealers, to repairers, to retailers, and even down to individual employees, whether they be salesperson or caravan park operators, is a very powerful tool for our industry, not only in terms of improving standards, but also communicating to the consumer that if they deal with a business or an individual that carries what is now branded as a key, they will get, or they have a greater chance of having a positive experience as opposed to one that's not. And we believe over time that will genuinely impact on consumer behaviour.